Hello, I am Julia Nascimento. I am currently a guest artist here at Konstepidemin Guest Studio 1. Welcome to my digital studio visit. So, I am a Brazilian illustrator and comics creator, and today I'm going to tell you a little bit about my main projects that I'm currently working on. So I usually explore visual narratives in my work. Most of them are related to my life in the city. I am fascinated by culture and festivals, and I have portrayed that during my 9 years living in Japan before I came to Sweden. I am also interested in the mundane, which often becomes the subject of my sketches, drawings, and also the subject of my own stories. So, most of my work is autobiographical, and during the first part of my residency, I did a small book called Svenska alfabetet, the Swedish alphabet, in which every day, during October last year, I drew one 4-panel comic. So I chose words related to my experience here in Sweden and my experience also with Sweden before coming here, including when I was a child. Then I printed this little book with risograph, and usually I make use of 2 colors per page, but for this one instead I wanted to do several colors, but only 1 color per page. And yeah, it was interesting to experiment a little bit with that. So this is my working space when I was at the first part of the residency at Guest Studio Robert. And this one is my current studio. This is a picture from the beginning of this year when I had an open studio visit. So yeah, unfortunately, I can't do that anymore, but I'm glad that I can do this digitally. Okay, so one of the current projects that I'm working on is the 4th installment of the Tokyo Collective. And Toko is a project that I started in 2018 with Erica Ward, she is a Tokyo-based artist. And for each issue, we invite artists to create visual stories about a specific theme related to the city of Tokyo. And the first one was this here, Hajime, which means beginnings in Japanese. And we had 7 artists participating. It's important for us to have a dedicated exhibition or an event to showcase these original artworks. So we always try to do that for each issue. And then the second book, Monogatari, it's with stories of inanimate objects. We had double the number of participants. And they did stories about buildings, about train platforms, about construction trucks, and many others. We want to create a space not only to showcase other artists' work, but also for networking. And yeah, this year things became a little bit different, but hopefully we'll be able to do that again in the future. And last year we had the 3rd book, Himitsu, which means secrets in Japanese, and we had 13 artists participating. We did an event in Tokyo for the book release in December last year. It was a different location from the place that we were using before. It was brighter, but it was very interesting to play with the idea of a showroom more than a gallery, and how could we how we could display the works there. So the current project that I'm working on is Matsuri, which means festival in Japanese. And we had 15 contributors with 14 stories. And it's very interesting to see different takes on the concept of festivals, especially after the pandemic, because some people will evoke their memories of festivals in Japan, in Tokyo. Some people will evoke